One thing that some people may not be aware of is that co-op shares can be eligible for placement in RSPs if certain conditions are met. And there is a document that the Canadian Worker Cooperative Federation puts out around how to tell if the shares that you're going to offer are going to be considered eligible for RSPs. There are many cooperatives that take advantage of this. This can provide a tax benefit to members that are looking to invest in a cooperative. And because of the way that shares work, this can be a strong incentive to help people invest in your cooperative, both members and otherwise. Not all co-op shares, and this is co-op shares. So although the previous slide we talked about offering statements and bonds and loans and shares all being subject to the requirements, it's really only shares that are eligible to be placed in RRSPs. So if you buy a bond from a cooperative, it can't be put in an RSP, and if you make a loan to a cooperative, it can't be put in an RSP. And that's our understanding from co-ops that have tried to go through this process before. So this would be reserved for share capital co-ops. One of the other things that can be quite challenging for cooperatives, especially if they're talking to banks or lenders or financial institutions that don't have any experience with cooperatives, is that our financial statements look different. Co-op shares, both preference and member shares, co-op loans, member loans, anything like that, because of the rules around financial statements that are put up by by generally accepted accounting principles, which I think are overseen by the Institute of Chartered Accountants or something similar, these instruments, although they're considered equity in the sense that it's cash that the co-op has available to use for certain things and is therefore considered equity, it actually shows as debt, long-term debt on your balance sheet, on your co-op financial statements. And so co-ops that take this to a lender or to a financial institution that doesn't know anything about co-ops, if you present this to a lender, they will see that you're supposedly carrying all of this debt, and they may be reluctant to do a loan for equipment or to enter into discussions around how they could give you a mortgage if you wanted to buy a building, because to their uneducated eye, it may appear as though you're carrying a lot of debt already because you have all of these member shares and preference shares or member loans on the books as debt. So what this means is that the onus is often on cooperatives to explain the difference to lenders, and so it becomes important for you as representatives of cooperatives to be able to understand that, and when you're questioned about why are you carrying all this debt, you can explain the difference between traditional types of debt that would be showing on your financial statements and these member pieces that are different than someone that is maybe used to dealing with nonprofit corporations or for-profit corporations and expecting the financial statements to look a certain way. So this becomes pretty important if you are going to be seeking assistance from outside financial institutions, that you understand this difference and that they understand this difference so that you can get the financing that you need if this is a requirement for you.